Hi folks, welcome to the Money Mental UK YouTube channel. For those of you new to the channel, my name's Andrew, part-time eBay reseller, mental health advocate, all-round legend. Nobody will see that bit because the adverts will be playing and you want to skip. So we're live, it's Cooking with Andrew special. It's 20 to 10 at night here in the UK. But I thought I'd do a quick live to show my support for the charity auction that two Aussie thrifters are running over on their channel on Saturday night here in the UK. Can I join from the bath? You're more than welcome to join, Tommy, but we can't obviously have any scrotal exposure. But yeah, I've put some links in the description down below for some well, how you can donate basically to support the people of Australia and the wildlife of Australia during their hour of need, which I'll bang on about, but I'll put the banner on. I've done a banner. There we go. I've done a banner. Excellent. So let's say a few hellos. The phone's pinging away. So I'll just close that off the Facebook. Here we got him. We've got Paul. Hi, Paul. We've got Tommy. Hi, Tommy. Jody. Hello, Jody. Jay. Hey, Jay. Jord. Hi, Jord. Sam. Hi, Jord. Kazi Cal. Hello, Kazi Cal. Louisa Bear, which is Paul Loran. Hi, Paul Loran. And I think I'm up to date. Tea Cakes is in. Hi, Tea Cakes. Fat Girl Sewing, which is Wendy. Hi, Wendy. Yes. So a quick live. I'm cooking some pasta. I figured I may as well do it live. I'm cooking the penis pasta. The penis pasta is being cooked. I need to actually put a pan of water on to boil first. Where's Mel? Mel said she wanted to join us. I think I should, yeah, I could do. I tell you what, I'd probably raise a fortune with that, Tommy. Unfortunately, I'm going to miss the auction myself as I will be on the Wrexham meetup. So I will be very drunk. I'm not going anywhere near any auctions when I'm drunk because I'll bid a fortune and I haven't got any money to bid with, like none at all. So yeah, I'm going to miss it, unfortunately, due to being out in the pub. Right, so we're going to cook some penis pasta. I think first off, I need to put a pan of water to boil. Yeah, that'll do. Only 18 viewers. This is unusual. Hi, Marie, how are you? I'm not making limp noodles. I'm making penis pasta. But I do get the reference. Right. That's on, that's boiling away. Hey, Jasmine, I am having, 25 watching. Hello, 25 people. Probably sick of seeing me live after seeing me live on KFC's channel for maybe 2 hours before. I'm having a tomato and mascarpone sauce that I prepared earlier and placed in this Aldi jar. Hello, Bill, how are you? Hi, Jasmine. I can't remember if I said like Jasmine. I'll just answer the question. I'm coughing a bit. I only had 2 hours sleep, so I'm not on top form. But yes, I'll put the water to boil. I was going to have steak tonight, but I haven't had time to prepare the accompaniments. Damien, no, I wasn't going to go live, but then I thought, what an opportunity to promote the auction that Brad and Jazz are running, which I've put a link to the details of in the description below. And I've also put links there for people to donate and send money to support the Red Cross in Australia, who are supporting firefighters and families who have been displaced by the or even lost their lives or suffered injuries as a result of the bushfires in Australia, which if you look at the satellite imagery, it looks like half the country's on fire. And also a link to support a wildlife charity who's obviously supporting the displaced wildlife that have had to also flee their homes. So please do donate hit those links below and donate. Hi Justin, and do support Two Aussie Thrifters on YouTube with their live on Saturday night, which I'm going to miss because I'm out with Ali on Saturday night. Hey Chernock, how are you? Or as Louise calls you, Chernock or Kernock or whatever she could think of before. Gave me great amusement. So yeah, I can hear some kind of explosion going on from the cooker, but nothing seems to be exploding. I have got a favourite implement, the hammer is with me, ready for cooking with Andrew. So we're now going to use the hammer, to open up the pasta sauce. Why are you not opening? I might have to put the laptop down to do this. I might need two hands. Do you have a coal of the kitchen on fire? Kitchen's probably on fire. It's appropriate, really. Hang on. Oh, why are you not? I have to use my hand. Oh, there we go. The hammer has failed where the hand succeeds. This penis pasta made from the offcuts of the circumcision clinic. It is not. Thank God. Every pan looks rough. Hi, Dave. Right. Let's get the penis pasta out. Crony G. Funnily enough, it was Mel back from Burnout, who I don't see live in the chat. So she's made me go live. I said I'd only go live if she sent me a super chat. Here's the penis pasta. And she's not turned up. Like literally. Like, you know, messaging me saying, go live. She promised me nudes in return. I've had nothing. Nothing at all. Right. I had chicken. Oh, I'd love a chicken Kiev. I haven't had a chicken. I don't think I've had a chicken Kiev in 2019. Ali, you need to make me some chicken Kievs. Like that's an ambition that we need to fulfill. The freaking onion. You know, you can go off people. I'm having no onion at all ever in this house. Burn the stuff. Is Jazz in? Oh, Jasmine, you mean? Okay. Can I say Jazz will be on the way to her? I don't deal in chicken kit. Oh, for God's sake. What kind of world is this that we're in? Okay, that's it. I'm live and you're not here. Onion does not keep you healthy. No, do not talk about onion powder. That does not exist. It's not a thing. Never have onion. It's an onion-free zone. Right? Even this dish, right? No onion in. We'll ignore the fact that it says onion in the ingredients because it's not in there. Does not exist. There's speaking of Mel. Here, finally, is waiting. I'm waiting. I've been live for 8 minutes now, Mel. You've missed the first 8 minutes of the live. Here's Louise. My she's taken herself off the future wife's list. She's broken my heart. What do you mean, God? Finally, I've been live for 8 minutes. It's not my fault you can't turn up on time. She's broken my heart by getting married. Well, not married. She's engaged. There's still time. But congratulations to Louise. I can finally say it. I've been bloody sat knowing this for 2 weeks, not being able to say anything. You know how hard it is to keep a secret. Unbelievable. But I managed it. Hi, Stu. Welcome. The penis pasta is going to be cooked tonight. Here it is. I'll pop the StreamYard link in as well if anyone wants to join us. Damien's got a new video out today. You're well, I don't know what you're refreshing on because it wasn't this stream. You promised me a super chat as well, Mel, if I went live. I'm not seeing no super chat. Right, how do I put this? I'm not in StreamYard, am I? Copy, invite. There we go. Invite. Copy to clipboard. Paste. No, I'm not having the steak anymore. I've saved the steak for tomorrow night because I haven't had time to get things prepared for that. Yeah, I agree, Stu. It is an extreme measure. No, the pasta's not 2 years out of date. I think it's best before December 21. So it's got plenty of life in it yet. There's my super chat. Yes, it will go into my savings account. Everyone, and thank you for your congratulations. There we go. All right. Hello and welcome to the Money Mental UK community channel, YouTube.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm okay, thank you very much. Oh man, I'm just trying to sort out YouTube, get the chat on the right screen.
You are responsible for me, for my customers missing their parcel deliveries.
So was it really me ads chatting as well?
I was too busy. No, I was too busy getting bloody messages about you. It's like, so you've got freaking engaged, not me. I had 3 congratulations messages. 3 people thought it was me. I'll have to send those to you if I remember.
I loved Steve's comment on my video. It was just like, congratulations to you and Andrew. Funny stuff.
Not my fault. Right, the pan's boiled. We'll put the penis pasta in.
So what are you cooking?
Penis pasta.
Penis pasta. How beautiful. How apt.
Oh, thank you, Mel. Mel
has given me... StreamYard now.
Can I have one?
God, you've got like the blurriest blob ever.
Who, me?
I don't know whether it's like steam from the pan or just the light. I don't know.
Thank you for the super chat, Mel. That is very much appreciated. I can now stop being live. So Andrew will have his penis. Don't be bloody excited for her. She's not marrying bloody me, is she?
Thank you, Mel. Thank you, everyone who said congratulations. That's so nice.
I was very excited when I heard. I was very happy.
I love you really still, Tommy.
I was happy. Please, where's the bloody scissors gone? If you were a pair of scissors, where would you be? Ah, of course, on the floor. I will be spannering anyone who congratulates Louise, says Tommy. I'll have to take his spanner off him. He says he's coming to Money Mental UK for counselling to get over his grief.
Andrew's already told me he's demanding to be maid of honour. He actually messaged me when he found out, because he found out first because he badgered me. And when he found out, he said that he's going to be my maid of honour and then sent me a link to what he's going to do for my hen party. He's already planned it way in advance.
I've planned out your hen party. We're going up to the Lake District. It's going to be ace. We're going to do activities like gorge walking and whatever else I hate that you like.
currently texting my two best friends who have just asked to be my bridesmaid. I just filmed a little video for them. I was going to cry.
Oh,
Because we usually meet, I think I told you earlier, didn't I, Andrew, that we usually meet up and whatever, but
yeah.
I haven't had a chance to meet up with them. So I thought I'd send them a little video.
What have you put? Can I have some videos, but can I request the content?
You can request it all you like, but whether you'll get it or not.
It's a tradition in the Money Mental household that the night before you get married, you send whatever Money Mental UK asks for to his phone.
Okay.
Yeah, skinny dipping. I did suggest we go in the lake spill.
Thank you very much, Tommy.
Hi Becca, how are you? Anyway, folks, we're doing this for a very serious cause. Currently, America is being set back. Not America, Australia has been set fire to by a variety of different circumstances that have led to out of control bushfires. That mean I can't get any more nudes from Burnout Mel until the fires are put out. So therefore, you need to donate to the links that I've put below to show our support and get those fires put out. Also, many animals have died. So if you like animals and you want to see them not die, donate again. Don't give me any super chats because they'll just go into my funds. Donate to the links that I put below. And join two Aussie thrifters on their YouTube on Saturday night at 9:30 p.m. UK time for a charity auction where I believe Louise is auctioning off a date with me.
Yeah, you walk away. You walk away.
You carry on explaining.
Yes, Mel. My phone is off that night. It's just procedure, isn't it? You know, it's got to be off like a week before I get married or something. Don't want any distractions.
Don't give her bloody ideas. God's sake.
Hi, Shiver Mrs. Timbers Tap. Thank you very much. Andrew's pasta will be soft now in disappointment.
I'm looking for a new volunteer replacement number one future wife, folks. So if anyone wants to volunteer, now is your time to grab that fantastic opportunity. Why is it blurry? For fuck's sake. Hang on. If it doesn't work out, you'll immediately be put on a private plane to the States.
I'll bear that in mind, Tommy.
I'm sorry, Tommy, but there's a queue and you ain't first in it. Congratulations, Louise. Is your ring yellow gold or white gold? You seem like a yellow gold. I don't even. Leanne's talking to you.
Silver.
Right, none of those then, Leanne. Silver. During this,
I don't know. I don't. You know what? I actually don't know. I think it's on the insurance-y bit because they gave us like an insurance paper and she wrote down that it's platinum. It's not platinum, but she wrote down that it is. So I don't know. I don't know what it is.
Stu, I can't burst through the doors. I am maid of honour for the occasion, and therefore I'm already at the front with my bridesmaids. Presumably, you have to send me pictures of your bridesmaid choices so I can approve them.
Oh, really?
I believe so.
I don't think they'd approve of that.
They don't need to know. Hi, Shiv. Congratulations, Louise and partner. Andrew's pasta will be soft now in disappointment. Oh dear. Andrew's very happy. Hi, Shamrock Pixie. We were talking about Australia anymore, so you've come on here and now it's just talk of weddings and exciting things.
I'll go if you want me to.
No. Don't be doing that. Romantic. Go to the fitting. Excellent idea, but I'll come and help with the fitting. The only time you'll see me in a women's dress shop.
Oh yeah.
Platinum.
Do they have objects in the I think they do, don't they? So if anyone objects to these two people. I don't even know. Don't know. To be honest with you, never been to a wedding, so I wouldn't have a clue.
You've never been to a wedding? Oh, they're great. I cry at weddings.
I've been to Indian weddings, and that's about it. Never been to actual normal British weddings.
It's basically what happens is you turn up. There's a bloke there who's sweating like a bucket because he's been and got pissed the night before, even though he said he wouldn't. So he's hung over to hell. Then you turn up. You try not to trip on your way to the front. And then the vicar asks you to repeat some words. You repeat them. Then you chuck your flowers in the air. Everyone has a massive scrap to try and get the flowers first because apparently it's good luck. And then you have a massive piss up afterwards, where I usually throw up on a bridesmaid.
Yeah, I don't think you're invited then, Andrew. You're not really selling yourself, are you?
I'm just telling you what happens, you know. Do you want the honest portrayal? Or the bridesmaids throw up on me. It goes one of those ways round. Oh my God, there's a recipe suggestion involving an onion on the back of this. There's a word you don't hear in the US much, vicar. Yeah, we have vicars here. Well, I don't know. Are you Church of England? Are you going religious or are you going registry office?
Registry office, not religious at all.
Oh, fuck's sake, not even a vicar.
Sorry.
Stu, we need a new plan. I can't do the objection bit. There's no vicar. You know how long we spent coming up with that plan? At least 2 minutes.
Sorry. I apologise for ruining your plan once again.
Are any of this is a top question. Thank you, Mel, for this. This isn't prompted by me at all.
No, they're not.
Even better. No comebacks.
One of them is 5'1", I think she is.
Does she like tall men?
She'd be like this, looking up to you.
I'll pick her up.
Break her neck.
Andrew could officiate. Unfortunately, working for the government, unless I'm an official registrar, which I'm not allowed to go near those kind of places anymore after some unfortunate incidents in the past, which we won't go into. I managed to set fire to something. Hi, Rebecca. They still have to ask if the wedding. Excellent. Thank you, Stu. I knew you'd have me back on this.
Do I have a colour theme? I haven't even thought about that far. We've just been spending forever trying to figure out a date. But if it's anything like I've been thinking of before, it's probably going to be yellow and grey and white. So it's basically like monochrome with a splash of yellow.
So you want to have a theme like a bumblebee?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you approve?
It's your wedding.
It's mainly yellow and grey, but then obviously you get the white.
All you're going to have now is like for the next, wherever you go, wherever you appear in the reselling community, it's just wedding, 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 wedding. I mean, what kind of person announces they're getting married? Because that's just recipe for disaster.
Andrew, seriously. I did that separate video because you badgered me to do it.
Yeah, but I said do it subtly, like just slip into the conversation. You've got a fiance. The next thing you know, there's a bloody live stream going on, and you've
no, but I did it because I thought you were going to make me do it, and then realised I'd actually already submitted to say that I was doing it, and then people waiting. So I thought I've booked myself into that one. I better do it now.
Yeah, I did have a message saying you were going to announce it on your live, but it's your choice.
Well, I felt like people really cared and wanted to know, so I didn't say anything.
People are very happy for you. Hello, Jazz. Hi, Sally Kelly.
Hi, Jazz.
Right, so Jazz is here. Jazz is one half of two Aussie Thrifters, obviously the better half. And they, as I've mentioned and will mention several times, are doing a live broadcast at 9:30 p.m. UK time where they're going to be auctioning off. Well, Louise is going to be on there auctioning off a date with me. and various other things to support the Red Cross and an animal wildlife charity whose name escapes me, but I've put links in below the chat. Donate to those. Go and join Two Aussie Thrifters on the live on Saturday. Unfortunately, I can't join due to the fact that I'm on a meetup that day. The Wrexham meetup is on the 11th of January. So I'm going to be far too drunk to be allowed near YouTube. But please do go along, show your support. Give as much money as you can to help the Australians, their families and their animals. So yeah, if you don't do it, I'm going to find where you live and I'm going to come and shake you down for every penny you've got. So, you know, that's your alternative. Oh, is Sinister in as well? Hey, Sinister.
Hi, Sinister.
You see, I see your plan with announcing this now because, you know, on Saturday when you join the live, they'll be talking about supporting the charities, won't they? Your wedding won't be the #1 subject.
That's absolutely fine.
You'll have a respite. So yeah, did you add any? There's no hair going in it. Yeah, I've said to Brad earlier that Louise wants to auction a Skype date with me as well, Jazz. So I'm sure that will raise hundreds and hundreds of Australian dollars.
Or if in the UK, near to Wales, any sort of way that way, real life date.
Even better.
Sure, that'll earn even more money.
You could come round to the Cooking with Andrew venue. Right. I think the pasta is now covered in pasta sauce. I'm making pasta, Sinister.
My one friend has just decided she's one of them people who just type a load of messages. Single messages.
Yeah, the ones where you're not quite sure whether you can reply yet or not.
Yeah, it's like you're done now.
Have you decided which one of them is going to be the head bridesmaid?
Both of them are.
Two head bridesmaids. If you're having two head bridesmaids, may I suggest that
I sent them a little video and I said to them, could we usually meet in person? I literally look at this, actually like written it out and everything to say what I'd say. And I was saying like, I would prefer to do it in person. You've always been there for me. We've been good friends. And then I held up a little sign.
Oh.
It was, you know what? I was so nervous. I felt like I was proposing. It was like, and I did that and my hands were shaking. But
bless you. So you give off this hard-nosed exterior. You threaten to knock out any man that comes near you.
I can still
see the softer side.
I have a mega soft side, but I could still knock you out.
Well, yeah, it wouldn't take me much to knock me out, to be honest. The sheet of paper could do it.
Trip you up.
I'm renowned for my intellectual prowess, not my physical.
It's expensive to be a bridesmaid, or so I hear.
Yeah, it is romantic stuff. You may as well tell the people now about the proposal as well, because that was quite romantic.
I don't think anybody cares, Andrew.
Well, I did.
Other people with it. Oh.
Vote 1 if you want to hear the proposal story, folks.
It's not that interesting. It's really not that interesting.
Vote 2 if you want to watch me clean this knife. It was dead romantic. I forgot to.
Oh God, go away. Why would anybody vote 2? They'd be like, that's just like, I'm just going to be rude. Oh, see, look, there you go.
Tommy voted 2. You're in charge.
Okay.
I'm feeling better.
It's literally, it's nothing amazing. Yeah, all it was literally, it was Christmas Day. Chris had gone out to go and find some crackers. The long story of it is that we were engaged before, many years ago, and I had kept the ring because he wouldn't let me give it him back. So all this time I had the ring, and then obviously we'd been moving house. So over Christmas we'd been moving house. So we'd started moving house on like the 16th, 17th of December. And we moved everything on like the 22nd, I think. We got a van and moved everything. So everything was all over the place. So him and my little brother was hunting down every bag to try and find this ring. Because I hadn't told him where it was, and obviously he wasn't going to tell me that he was looking for it. So I knew exactly where it was. But anyway, so yeah, so Christmas Day comes along, and yeah, he goes out and he's trying to look for some Christmas crackers. And I don't know when he did it, but at some point he carefully opened up the box of crackers, took one cracker out, put the ring inside a little bag, and it said, it's time for you to put this back on. So he put that inside the cracker, sealed up the cracker box, and I just made it look casual, that we were just all pulling crackers. And then I pulled this cracker and then looked inside to see what I'd won, and then my ring was inside. There you go.
That's sweet. That touched me, that story did.
There you go.
Did you go with the bit where he spent like 18 hours looking for it because you'd lost it?
He had no idea where it was. So, because he said if he couldn't find it, he was going to use like a Haribo ring in the meantime, just to say, like, just to have the actual proposal part, and then and obviously then would have been to me like, where's the ring? You can actually put your one back on now. So yeah, that's all. He recycled a ring. It's my ring. He spent forever looking for this ring because he did his research on it, and wanted to find a ring that come with a certificate for the diamond, and whatever, because sometimes you can just get them and it's just like a generic diamond, and everybody wanted an A class with a certificate for the diamond and all sorts of stuff. So he spent ages looking for it, and he wanted one. It's like a north, east, southwest setting or something. I don't know. He did his research. I don't know. So yeah, so it means a lot to me. So if you got me another one, I wouldn't have been so happy, because this obviously has a lot more, who knows, a bit more special. So I assume you want me to carry on talking while you're eating. So
yeah, please do. Yeah.
How is your pasta?
Pasta is a bit cold.
A bit cold. You've just cooked it.
Exactly. So I don't know what's going on there. Somehow I've managed to cock it up, literally.
But
what I did there.
Oh dear. Thank you very much, guys. You're so sweet.
Oh, Tracy's joined us. She wants to come on and present her congratulations in person.
Hi, Tracy. Hope it was a big ass diamond.
It's all about the size, it's about the quality, it's about how flawless that diamond is.
Exactly, and it's absolutely flawless. Hello.
Is he there? Come, hello, there's the lucky man. I'm maid of honour.
They've just asked me to tell them the story. So
you need props.
I thought you were busy, so I just thought I'd go on live stream.
Crack on.
Do I need props? Do we need the actual cracker? We've still got the cracker and the little bag and everything.
No, fetch it out. Come on, you can redo it now. Actually, yeah, don't redo it. She might say no.
Yeah, true.
Now that Andrew and Tommy are so upset.
Yeah, sorry.
Tommy hasn't been seen or heard from all day. He's just got desolate.
You
No,
can
it's not as long to get used to the news.
My subscriber count's gone down by a few, so I think that was all Tommy's channels that he made up for me to get me to 1,000 subs.
Yeah, it didn't work. I still won.
Whatever.
Right. So,
Such a
talk,
man.
Thanks. Just look at it.
Cheers.
just been
Sam-
complaining you've not put that shelf up yet, Chris. All day.
I'm doing it Saturday.
You are doing it.
Yeah, no, she said she wanted it done tonight.
I can get my drill out, but I don't think the neighbours would be too happy.
They always complain when I get stuff out as well.
Leanne asked if Mr. Kelsey doesn't want to like pummel Andrew. Do you not want to punch him in the face? Do you want to knock him out?
Nah.
Why the hell would Mr. Kale want that? It's Louise that wants to knock me out, not bloody Chris.
He loves Andrew.
Yeah.
I gave him the best shirt he's never fit in.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Sam said that she's moving house in 5 weeks. Good luck to you,
Bloody
Sam.
hell, Sam, where you moving to? Still Wigan? I've got a very generous offer for you. I will, for the fee of £200, kit out the entire everyone in clothing.
Just what, taped it up?
I built
Oh,
it.
sorry, built it. You're going to tape that other one?
I've done it.
Okay, cool.
So do you want it in this one or?
Yeah, please, thank you. I think Andrew was talking to me, but I wasn't listening to him.
Sorry.
So I better listen to him now. Hello.
Now I know how you feel when you talk to me.
Exactly. It's karma, that is.
She's a changed woman since she got engaged.
Oh, shut up.
I was
If I
saying,
just sat there like this, you would have no idea.
I could tell when you're listening and when you're not. Your nose twitches. I was saying, for £200, I will provide the outfits for everyone.
For £200?
Mhm.
For everyone, for every single person who's going to be there?
No, just for the important ones.
Okay. Like my wedding dress and everything?
Yep.
Oh, wow, okay.
I can see you're tempted now.
I'm totally tempted. 100%.
I've already picked out your wedding dress. It's the one I saved for our wedding.
Oh, okay. Yeah, if you could just share that with me, that'd be great.
Perfect for 5'4" people.
I'm not 5'4". Shut your face. Yes, Andrew, only moving about a mile, but bringing my business back home and having a purpose-built shed. Oh, that's really cool. You'd have to show us on a video then, Sam. I'd love to see that. That's kind of what I've done. It's kind of like, it's not technically like back home as such, but it's in my home now, like physically in it, and it's this actual room. And it's so much nicer than having to like go into a cold garage and stuff like that. It's just it's lovely.
Yes, I've experienced the joy of going to the cowshed at night and watching the brass monkeys inside walk past crying.
Yeah, but it's not nice to go up by there.
It's going. You look happier than ever, Louise. What's the wedding date?
I don't know. I think it's going to be sometime this year.
The thing is, Tracy, if she says the date, she knows I'm going to turn up there, so she's got to play it coy.
Yeah, it's about 5 years' time, something like that, maybe.
I got a text saying 2021, Tracy, and then earlier today she's talking about it being this year.
It's on the 26th of July.
It's not on the 26th of July.
Why not? Is there something happening then?
Because there's another important event happening that day.
Oh, really? Oh, no, I'll have to cancel my plans.
Which is far more important than your bloody wedding.
You'll have to just not come. Sorry.
Or
Can't do my date now.
double celebration. I fetch along my guests.
Yeah, Sam says that her unit is freezing. It's. I was talking to Gemma Reseller earlier because she was saying about her unit being really cold, and I was saying that, but obviously I had the garage and it was really cold as well. And You don't want to work in there. You don't want to go there at all. If you've got your unit just because it stores your stock, then you still don't want to go in. You almost see a sale. You're like, yeah, I've got a sale. Oh, I've got to go into that unit to go get it. And it's just, you just don't want to go there. And if you don't want to go there, then it really demotivates you to try and get your work done, you know. But having it in a nice, warm, cozy place, it's great. So good luck to you, Sam. Yeah, if you could vlog it, that'd be amazing.
Let us, of course, remember our poor Australian friends who are experiencing far too much heat at the moment and having the opposite problem, and donate generously to the links that are in the description to support the people of Australia, the Australian Red Cross and the wildlife charity, to save as many people and animals as we can. Brilliant segue in there, wasn't it? That didn't, was it? Oh, that was smooth, that.
Rod said, take your time, Andrew. No one's going to pinch your food.
Because speaking of people, he's bloody safe where he is. He's got a fireproof shed. Nobody's going to try and bloody burn that thing down. Apart from frogs.
He'd be happy with it. The frogs would be gone.
Hey, Rod. Is the 26th of July Andrew's birthday? It is indeed. There will be a live around that time for people to donate generously to my birthday drinking fund. Manchester Meet will be 18th of April. We now have a venue. I will announce details once I've got this meet up on Saturday out of the way. Ronnie is coming over, and as soon as I said Ronnie was coming over, all the girls were, of course, instantly booking their bloody Georgina sending me details of hotels already. I was like, for Christ's sake. I say I'm going, and it's oh, I might turn up. Ronnie says he's coming, and oh, freaking turning up. Nope. Brad's putting the schedule together as well. So tomorrow on Drinking with Andrew, we may even get early sight of the schedule. Has he made your tea?
Yeah.
I bet he's doing cooking as well. I bet he's been doing the cooking.
That's what he does. He always does the cooking. He likes cooking.
I do. It's true.
You've gone from the
like food, so he does the cooking.
You've gone from the position where you was handling the cooking for a family of, as far as I can work out, 50, to having it all done now. You've got the bloody life set up now. Exactly. I need to get a Chris.
You can have one if you want.
I'd love to. Tell you what, right? Sack her off. We'll get married instead. We'll have more fun.
Yeah. Sorry.
He suggested about a threesome the other day, and I said, "Do I have to be involved?"
You can. Yeah, you have to hold the camera.
Yeah. It is the penis pasta, yes, Derek. I'll try and zoom in on the desiccated remnants of it, but yeah, you can see the cock and balls quite clearly there. For some reason, my tomato and mascarpone sauce is dead spicy.
You should have made a carbonara with it.
No, we can't be doing bloody bacon.
No, but it's a white sauce.
Oh
God.
Dude, get out. Get out.
I might do cheese sauce of it next time.
Don't encourage him. Get out.
So I'll go back down to my cabbage.
Go down to your man cave.
So is this place that you're in the one you sent me the details of, or is it a different one?
I don't know. Should I check? I don't know if I sent you this one. I just want to be nosy, you do.
It's only because you mentioned there's 3 bedrooms there, isn't there, unless you're sleeping on the lounge. And I thought the one you sent me had 2.
Yeah, possibly. Because it's a 3-bed semi-detached house, so I think the other ones I've sent you are probably like flats and stuff as well.
It was, yeah. So you've upgraded, nice.
And moved further away. Anyway, if I send you the details of the place, you'd be like, oh, I know where she lives now.
Yeah, I don't think that's a problem. You've seen the amount of effort I put into nothing. Think about it. I've told you before about how I took out a girl who I'd been friends with for 5 years and didn't even know she was freaking vegetarian.
That's funny.
No
That's
danger, mate. Erickson, hi Eric. Vintage fan. What's wrong with bacon? I don't like it.
No, I didn't send it to you. Yeah, I only sent you one. That was one that we did apply for, but we never got it. Somebody else applied for it and whatever. So that was the 2-bed flat that I sent you before.
Yeah. And I look forward to receiving the details of the one you actually got.
Oh.
I'll sell it to Tommy. $100 for the address. That's all I'm saying, mate.
I'll give it to Tommy for free.
What? I like your face. You have penis on your oh, never mind. Right. Rod's got to do. Oh, Rod's got his bloody. He's got his boot camp that he's doing. So what we'll do is we'll put the link in the chat for Rod to come and join us and update us on how well his boot camp is going, and we'll see how long we can distract him. I'm eating my penis pasta, but I'm still hungry. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some of the wonderful gifts that Ads gave me.
Can't believe that.
So I'll show you this now. Right, if I can get down there. You have to go into the dungeon, because that's where I like to keep Ads. This is the most sober people have probably ever seen me. I've not had a drink since last Friday. So I got this box here, big box, and the top layer, let's full of these bloody selection boxes. There's like a dozen selection boxes, and then 2 rows of Pringles underneath it. So I'm not short on stuff. I'm being a bad influence on my mouth. I do that. Right on. Oh, buttons. And a fellow. That'll do. Has Goimers been seen since the new year? He has not. I believe that, unfortunately, Goimers is still asleep in front of his computer. He's not woken up yet. Rod, the photos can wait. Why look at all this greatness on YouTube? Exactly. This is your last chance, Rod, to talk to Louise as a single woman.
Oh, yeah, I've got yogurt. I don't know. That's spoon time.
There's bloody yogurt being brought to her now as well. Christ, look at this. And that, folks, is why I'm single and Louise is engaged. What do you mean you meant Louise, not me? I'm bloody great, Eric.
These lids are so crap.
Oh.
And we've got another beautiful lady about to join us, I think.
Mm.
Hi, Sam. How are you?
Hi, Sam.
Hi. I'm going to bed in a minute. I just thought I would pop on before I go to bed. I'm full of a cold, so.
In a minute or in an hour?
Sorry?
In a minute or in an hour? If you're on
Well
here
done.
for an hour.
See how, yeah. I've been napping in the day, so I've not done any work for 2 days. I've been absolutely full of this cold. So,
Oh, bless you.
so I've got and tablets and.
Are you at the end of your cold, or is it just kind of just started?
I'm hoping I'm at the end of it now, hopefully, but I've been in bed for like 3 days, which is not really like me, but it's proper flawed me.
I told Louise once that you can get viruses over YouTube, so now every time she sees somebody with a cold, she feels slightly threatened.
You've
already been blamed for that one.
How you doing anyway? What's prompted the move then?
Oh, I've been looking for somewhere to move for well over a year, to be honest with you, Andrew. Just finding the right place, to be honest. I wanted somewhere that I could run the business from.
Yeah.
But renting a property and getting a landlord to allow you to run the business from it is quite hard. Believe it or not. But I wanted to be open and upfront with them. I didn't want to hide it, you know, like. So anyway, I found a house. It's right near my mum and dad's. It's already got a shed in the garden that's been built. It's like not one of the ones you buy. It's been purposely built.
Yeah.
I've got a friend that does all that sort of stuff, so he's going to come and have a look and see whether he's going to extend that for me or build me another one, build me a new one.
That'd be good.
So, the garden's absolutely massive, so there's plenty of space.
I was watching Undercover Arbitrage, Gavin, the other day. He's built a shed in his garden, and I was like, I want that. And then I started looking at the prices, and I was like, I do not want that anymore. Not cheap.
I mean, I have got I've got an idea of how much he's roughly going to cost me. I've got a rough idea, but like I say, I've got a friend, so I'll probably get it for mates rates, which is not so bad. And I've seen some of his work; it's really, really good. He's a landscape gardener by trade, but he's really quirky and out there, so he's done some really good stuff.
I think the reason, Bill, that Sam is telling, because a lot of people have, like, for example, with my mortgage, I had to tell my mortgage company that I'm running the business from here. I'm going to continue with me mortgage. There's a clause in it. A lot of, I don't know why, but a lot of mortgage companies don't like people running businesses from home for whatever reason. I think they assume it means there may be damage to the property or something like that. I don't know.
I think as well, I think the minute you say running your business from it, people just have this idea that you're going to turn your house into a hairdresser or something like that.
I was going to say, does it necessarily mean, because this is what I was looking into as well, because I saw it and I was like, why are people saying about running your business? But I thought it's not technically, I am running my business, but I'm not running a business from the house. Like you're saying, like I'm not inviting people in.
There's a big difference.
Yeah.
That's it. The house that's literally opposite me, who does a dog grooming service. So obviously people are having to bring their dogs in, and they've had to sort of transform a room for that.
Well, that's it. If you're renting a property and you're transforming it for that, you can understand if landlords are a bit like they don't want you to do that. I can understand that. And I asked, could I run the business from here before I got my office? Because I started running it out of the dining room and then it just got too big. And then I asked my landlord here and he just said no straight away. I don't think he fully understood, because I go through an estate agent and then he come back with a no straight away. So since then, I've been sort of looking for somewhere that I can, because it's not just the cold as well. It's like if somebody messages me at night, can I have the size for something? I can't get it. And then I'll go to the unit, and the amount of times I've gone to the unit, done my orders, come home and thought, oh, I've not done that measurement.
Yeah.
And then the other side of it is, you know, on a Sunday, I could be packing orders instead of waiting till Monday morning and having like 30 odd orders over the weekend. You know,
do it to whatever time. I'm done now at midnight because I feel like staying up till midnight. Whereas if you're in your unit, you feel like you've got to be done by 4 or 5 o'clock or something, because you've got, you know, because it's kind of like with everyone else, and it just feels like it's time to go home.
I mean, it's a fantastic space for a fantastic amount of money. You know what I mean? I'm not knocking it. You know what I mean? It is, for what I pay for it, it's absolutely fantastic. But I'm just not happy there. I'm not happy to work there. It's freezing cold, like I say, it's freezing cold, but it's 1,000 square foot and it's all open. So it's not like, you know, there's little rooms. You could just keep one room, but it's just, I mean, I have got the facilities to work up there, but I choose not to. So.
Well, good luck to you.
I'm just trying to pack the house up.
To me, it's a nightmare moving. I've been looking the last couple of weeks. I've been tempted by downsizing, as it were, because I've got a big house. I've got like 3 bathrooms in this house.
Wow.
So there's quite a bit of equity in it. It's like 40 or 50 grand's worth of equity. So I could downsize, but then I think about, can I be asked with, you know, it's hard enough for me to take a load of stuff down to the bloody cow shed, let alone move a whole house. So
yeah. And look, what I've done is I've got a week overlap from this house to the next house.
Yeah.
And then I've I rang to get some quotes for somebody to move me, a man and like a company to move me. And if I pack the house up and they come and move me a mile up the road, they will charge me £850.
Shut up.
£850. I was like, right, oh, okay then. It cost me £88 to hire a Luton van for the day.
Mm-hmm.
So
I've got a man with a van to do mine for the move to here. That was 2 men with a van sort of thing, and it was 200 quid, and it was the same bloody van the removal company would have used, and it would have been 900 quid with them. And I was like, why the difference in price?
Who would pay that? I mean, mind you, I suppose money isn't an object to some people then.
That's it.
But 800, and like I said to my partner, I told him, I said, you're never going to guess how much they wanted to move me. And he went, oh, does that mean they're coming in and packing everything up for you? I went, no, I've got to pack everything up. All they're doing is taking the boxes from one house to the next.
Exactly. I mean, for a mile up the road as well.
A mile up the road, yeah. So it's not even that you could justify it with like diesel or petrol or anything. So yeah, I've got a week overlap. So I get the keys for my new place on the Monday, and then the following Monday I hand the keys in for this place. So it gives me a week to move everything, and I'm moving on the 15th of February. So I'm starting to pack stuff up now, ready to go.
Happy Valentine's Day. Nothing romantic happening here. Busy packing my boxes.
I know.
Oh, well, that's coming up. So I hate Valentine's Day.
I'm sorry.
I split up with the love of my life on Valentine's Day, so it's a painful reminder for me every freaking year. All I want to do on Valentine's Day is get drunk as possible and forget about it. What day is Valentine's Day on this year? 14th of February.
Shut up. Don't date you. You plonker you are. It's on a Friday. Look at that.
I'm drinking with Andrew.
Spot on.
Derek's just put in the chat, yeah, he spent £2,000 when he moved once from a removal firm and didn't even pack the stuff. And that was 10 years ago. Oh my God.
Nice.
You must have some shit, Derek.
Well, that though, from England to Scotland.
Yeah.
Because I imagine that's a fair journey. But yeah, man with a van, did the same job. They have the same insurance and price in place, or they assured me they did. They did all the job. They've got it in here. They didn't pack it, fair enough. But I didn't really want them packing it because you get someone else to pack stuff for you. You don't know what's in what box.
I don't think I want somebody to pack my house up, all my personal possessions and my belongings. And I don't think I'd want somebody to move me, to be honest with you, because I'm like, I don't know. I'm a bit funny like that. I'm like, I don't know. I
was doing that when I moved here. I put everything big in stuff that I didn't really care about in the van, and then everything that was a bit more personal went in my car. You know, that didn't want rolling around in the van. So I just had my own little separate boxes and bags and stuff to go into the car.
Well, that's what we're going to do in the week running up to it when I've got the keys. We're going to take stuff that I don't actually need in the house. We're going to take those up, and just stuff that's not really going to be worth, you know, if the house gets broken into and stuff. Take them up in the car, and then on the actual day I move in, take all the big stuff.
It's really difficult because, I mean, I was living with my dad, so there was no rush for me to move out in that aspect. But
yeah,
I was there going, right, well, I don't need 3 deodorants, so I can take 2 deodorants to the house and stuff like that. And I found myself just going, I don't know what to pack next. And I can pack everything. Everything's going. But I felt like I needed everything for that final week.
Have you still got your room at your dad's, though? That's the thing.
That's it, yeah. And it just feels like I'm going to, I mean, my brother was moving into that room, so I had to clear it out anyway. But I just felt like just in case I need that scarf for next week, just in case I need that pair of heels for next week. I was like, why am I keeping all this stuff? I'm not gonna
Are you far away from your dad's?
about half an hour away now.
Oh wow! So
Bloody hell, you're closer to me then.
No, I'm not close to you.
If you've gone north from where you were, and I know where you were, you've got half an hour north, you're closer to me.
Maybe a little bit.
I'm narrowing it down.
I've moved about half an hour away, so it's I'm not going to say anymore really, but it's not that far. It doesn't take that long really. I mean, it takes half an hour, but it doesn't feel like half an hour. It just goes, it's pretty straight.
Yeah. I'm literally moving like just down the road from my mum and dad's, but it's a nice area, so it's a bit more expensive, but I'll still be saving from the unit. So
yeah,
I think you should work harder in your space, so you'll make money.
Fingers crossed.
Drew, this was Cooking with Andrew, but you've missed the penis pasta. We're now discussing house moves because I'm sober. And because Sam's moving house and Louise has just moved house, and I'm thinking about downsizing, but it's never going to happen.
I was going to say you don't really need a 3-bedroom house, do you, Andrew? Really? So.
I don't. I'm in at the minute. With 2 spare rooms. One of them's my photography studio, and it's half full of stock. The other one has got loads of stock in it. And
it's always nice to have a bigger house.
Pardon?
It's always nice to have a bigger house.
Yeah, it's just you fill it though. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Mind you, the first house I bought up near Blackpool, that was a 3-bedroom semi, and I had a dining room in there, and I think I was there for nearly 2 years. I think I went in that dining room 5 times. Never used it. If I had it now, it'd be great. Extra storeroom. But,
yeah.
Yeah.
All the Kallax units and everything that I get from the home are going into. It's like a sunshine room. It's like a great big living room, and then the back of the room is like a dining room. So I'm going to cordon that off with Kallax units. So my Kallax units from the unit are going there, but they're all like boxes, exactly like what Louise has got behind her.
Yeah.
I'm just going to colour coordinate it to me to tie in with the living room and the dining room, so everything will be literally so it's not on street. If anybody come in, they wouldn't know, they wouldn't be able to tell. And then everything else is going outside. Yeah.
That's kind of what we were thinking. I was trying to look for a place, and if we couldn't find a big enough place for an office, as it were, then I thought if you can find a really big living room, then as you say, these Kallax units look sleek anyway. You wouldn't have guessed that stock was in there if somebody looked at it. So
yeah, they do look neat and tidy. So, and I've already got those up at the unit. So,
I like those units, but I haven't got anywhere that I can put them in the house because
you can fit so much stock in them.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable, really.
I don't know where I can put one. How far forward do they go? How many inches? We got measurements.
6 centimeters.
What?
You want it in inches?
Yeah.
I can't go that way. They are just over 15 inches.
I can work with that. I might be able to put one in the hall.
Yeah. Ooh, they do like a 2 across and 4 down. Because I've got one that I'm thinking about putting in my hallway. So at the bottom of my stairs, it would fit there, but I don't think I'm really going to need it, to be honest. So
I'll tell you.
So much stuff, it's ridiculous. I didn't think all my stuff from the garage was going to fit in there.
Well, I'm downsizing anyway at the moment, so I'm getting rid of like bulky coats and stuff like that. I'm still going to be doing blazers and stuff, but like big, massive coats, I'm not going to be doing them from now on because you can't really get them into bags to put them into boxes, and or if you do, you'd have to have a lot of boxes.
I've got mine up there.
Yeah.
Separate boxes, so they're my women's coats and there's my men's coats.
I'd need about 50 of those. I've got that many. Yeah, I've literally got
about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 8 coats in them.
I've got 3 6-foot rails rammed, and I mean rammed like that, full of men's, ladies, and men's and ladies jackets. Yeah.
At least you're not going to run out of stock anytime soon, anyway.
Oh, but they're all a lot of them are on a 50% off sale because I'm just clearing out now to try and get my stock down before I move. So, and yeah, and there's certain items that I'm not going to be selling anymore until I've moved and I know what space I've got and stuff. I'm sort of like streamlining what I'm selling, obviously going for more higher end stock. So,
do you know what I found in my house the other day, right? That I had no idea I had a whole wall of fitted wardrobes that I can use to put stock in.
Really? I didn't even know they were there.
It's because I've been clearing out all the tat. I haven't even seen that wall for over a year.
Oh my God.
I knew they were there when I moved in, but they've been so quickly covered that they're full of stock themselves as well, which was like an added bonus. So I was like, there's a whole wall here full of fitted wardrobes. I can put clothes in there. Bonus. How can you forget that you've got...
You know the cow shed, Andrew?
Yeah.
You know when you did the filming of it the other day and it was like absolutely full. How much of that stock is listed?
None of it. That's all unlisted stock.
It's all unlisted?
Yeah, the listed stock's in the house.
Oh my God.
So that's why I've decided I don't need to do any more sourcing for a very long time.
Do you actually do any listing?
Yeah.
You make money.
Do you actually do it? Oh my God, all of that is unlisted. Oh my God, I couldn't cope with that. That would stress me out, that.
I've got a garage that's full of listed stock. So yeah, there's a lot less listed than there is unlisted, but yeah,
this
year now my focus is going to be on working through all that, getting as much of it.
You don't need to buy any more stock for about a year.
Well,
I'm
thinking I've promised I'd a friend that I'd go to the vintage kilo sale in Chester with her next month, so I'm going to go to that. But other than that, I'm not planning on doing any sourcing until I might. I'm probably going to get tempted by the car boots, to be honest. But
yeah,
we shall see.
Tomorrow is the first time proper since Christmas. Obviously because I've been ill, I've not been out this week at all. So I've actually cleared my backlog, my death pile. So the majority of it. I haven't got much of a death pile.
How much have you got listed then at the moment?
Listed, I've got. See, I end my listings every day. I end them and I relist or reschedule or whatever. I've got 1,500 listed, but in my unsold that I need to relist, I've also got about another 200 items. And I probably at the unit, I've probably got about 200 items that aren't listed, but probably just before Christmas that was probably about 500. So
I got about 915 items listed at the minute, which is look. I normally try and keep it above 1,000. I find if I go too far above 1,000, I get too many orders in for me to keep.
You work full time as well, though, Andrew, don't you? So,
yeah, so
that's a good amount for somebody that's working full time as well.
So I try and keep it around the 1,000 mark. But I've got thousands and thousands of items I could list. So there's like every time I come across every day I'm coming across a new bolo or something I've forgotten.
By the time you list it, it's not going to be a bloody bolo, is it?
Well, a lot of it. A lot of it. I have fallen foul of that once. I had a Bluetooth handset that I bought it. It was worth 90 quid when I bought it. It only took me about 2 months to list it, which is good for me. But by the time I listed it, they brought out a new model, so the price had crashed.
Oh my God.
So rather than making 60 quid profit, I ended up making about a tenner.
It's still a profit, I suppose.
Still profit. If I'd listed that on a day I'd got it, or within 24 hours, potentially I could have had a much bigger payday.
Oh. Rewind Resell just said you end and relist every day. Can I elaborate? Yeah. What I do is because eBay runs on a 30-day cycle. Quite a while ago now, they switched from 30-day cycles to it automatically relists. So every day I have a certain amount of items that will end and relist themselves that day. I don't let them end themselves. I end them myself, and then I relist them myself. So
I do the same. I find, and I know Derek Tap Peddler in the chat does the same as well. And we find that if you leave, I used to just, when Good Till Cancelled came in, I would just
cancelled. That's it. Yeah.
I would just leave it.
Yeah.
And then, like, I saw when I don't know about yourself, but when that came in, I saw a big dip in sales. Like, my sales graphs just went massively down, and it was only June, July that they started to recover. And then that was about the same time where I'd actually went in, and everything that was coming to an end, I ended it and relisted it, like you're saying, and that started to help bring it.
Relist. Yeah, I don't do it as a relist. No, I do it sell similar.
Yeah.
Number. So basically, it refreshes your item because items get stale. I don't do it with every single item. I have got multiples of some items, very, very few though. But I've got like some baby clothes that I'm selling off that I will let relist itself because it keeps the sales and your watches and everything. So, but all my one-off items, yeah, I end them. The end of the 30 days they're going to end like tomorrow. I might have about 50 items that are ending tomorrow. So in the morning I will go on, end them, and then I will sell similar. So it just gives them a boost.
And I find when I do that, say I've got 50 items, I sell similar, just as you described. Within the next few days, at least 10% of those will have sold, and it didn't sell before. And there's no difference in the listing, the price, nothing's changed. But yeah, all of a sudden, just doing that, just gets them sold. I try and do it every month now.
I don't promote listings either. A lot of people swear by promoted. I don't promote. I've just put a promoted on as a trial actually for some men's clothing because I'm sort of like weaning my men's clothing down, and I put a high 10% promoted listings on it. And I did that at the beginning of the week, and I haven't really noticed any difference at all in sales. So, but I generally don't promote any of my items, not even 1%. So, and I still get my sales through. So, I'm quite happy with how my sales are.
A lot of my ones come through promoted listings. I never used to use them, but like a month or two ago, I think it was November, I started to use them, and I found that myself. But I do 1% across the board.
Yeah.
It has helped, but because it tells you on eBay, say it's sold via promoted listing, so you can kind of see which ones have come from the promoted listing. But yeah. I almost think, well, did it come through the promoted listing? Did they see it and then find it again and then click it that? Do you know what I mean? And it kind of kind of makes it that. But you know, it's working, and it's not that expensive for 10%. For 1%. It's not that expensive really for the amount of money that I'm making back off it. So
I prefer to run a sale and probably give that to the customer. You know, the discount to the customer. I would like I say, a lot of stuff that I've had for a long while. I went in the other week and I went through all my dresses and I pulled out, say about 40 dresses that I pulled out. Considering I've got nearly 500, that's not a lot. And I just whacked them all on a 50% off sale. They probably owe me nothing by the time they get down to that, you know. So just shifting them on, shifting stock out, ready for new stock coming in. So
I do 1%. Well, actually, I do 1.2% because I figure everyone does 1%. Somebody wanting to get above the 1% does 1.1, so I'm going to get above them and do 1.2. So whether that makes a difference or not, or I'm just costing myself an extra 50p a month, I don't know, but that's my theory. So I do 1.2% on everything, and I do 15% off sale as well. Everything gets, because once an item's been listed for 2 weeks without any adjustments, it'll then go into a 15% off sale because it hasn't sold within the first couple of weeks. It'll get reduced, and then it might come back on again. and it'll get reduced again after 2 weeks or whatever. But yeah, it seems to work for me doing it that way. But I have a decent margin on everything that I pick up anyway, so you know that extra 16% if it were it's coming off.
Yeah, all tin hat things, isn't it? I mean, you know, I'm forever like tweaking about with stuff and like seeing whether, you know, you have a slow day, you have a slow couple of days, you think, oh, what's going on? But it's just sometimes it's the time of year. It's like January is always going to be slow anyway after Christmas because everybody's like stint out. So it's you know, and then it'll pick back up again. I just always try and keep a little bit of money in the bank for, in case I have a slow month or two. So that's the best way to deal with it.
The sending offers I like as well. That works well.
That's really good for me as well.
Yeah, I do use that a lot. Yeah.
What do you generally do for you send for offers? Do you generally do a percentage?
Sometimes I'll sort by how many watches I've got on the item, and I'll send individual offers out. Or sometimes I'll bulk it, and I just put a little note in saying, you know, I've got like a couple of like templates that I've done myself that I just like copy and paste and just alter like if I'm doing 10% or 15% or whatever percentage I'm doing, just saying, you know, thank you for your interest in my item, and here's a 10%, 15%, whatever it is off. So
I usually do something kind of like a Monday or a Friday, and I'll put in a thing to say Happy Friday. Here's 10% off of the item that you're looking at, or something like that, just to make it. Because I did one on New Year's Day, and I was like, Happy New Year. Here's 10% off, and I got about 5 sales from it.
Oh, that's good.
I think these the personalised messages really do kind of.
Yeah, I think the personalised messages do work better. Mm-hmm. You actually personalise the message. Yeah.
All I do is as soon as it comes up, I'm in slightly different categories, so you know, there's a lot of competition for some of the stuff I sell, especially the media. So as soon as I've got something come up, they get an offer sent out. The amount of deduction depends on, because I can just remember how much I paid for stuff. I can remember how long I've had it for. So the amount will come based on how long of deduction I get will be how long I've had it for and how much I paid for it. And, you know, sometimes they can get up to a, you know, 40% off offer on it if there's something I've had for a few months that hasn't shifted and it's cost me peanuts.
I fed up I am seeing it.
Exactly. If I've only had it like, you know, a couple of days or whatever, then they'll get, you know, 5 or 10% depending on how generous I'm feeling.
Yeah.
But I don't hang about with sending them out. I just bang them out as soon as I've just sent out 3 while we've been live now, because I don't want them going off and buying somebody else's. Basically, I'd rather have the money coming in and get the turnover. But it's a different market.
Oh, excuse me.
I'm just reading the chat.
And the personalised messaging, I just use the standard one, purely because whenever I get the offers through, I never read I just look at the price they're offering. I never read the messages.
I've never ever once had an offer off anybody, mate. Mind you, I don't really watch a lot of stuff on I don't buy a lot of stuff on eBay. That's right, you know.
I watch quite a bit of stuff where the price is just because I buy stuff off eBay to sell back on eBay, and sometimes where I see something that I think, oh, that's at a low price, but if it was just a couple of quid lower, I'd have it, and they haven't got an offer on, I'll put a watch on it just to see if they'll send out a discount.
Ah, yeah.
So quite often then it's 20 or 25% off, and it just brings it in the realms of me being able to put it back on as a profitable listing.
Yeah.
And there's other stuff I buy on eBay for myself as well. I'll watch it. But that offer to buyers has changed my buying habits, because I don't buy it now as often now. I watch stuff first and see if I get sent an offer on it.
Yeah.
Before I go in, unless it's already got offers on anyway, in which case I'll come in about 30% below the asking price.
Yeah, I think I don't mind people sending me offers, or even sending me an offer on stuff that I haven't got best offer on, because I don't have best offer on everything. I don't mind, as long as it's not a cheeky offer. You know, I just hate it when when people send you something like a £10 offer on a £60 jacket. You know what I mean? It's like, it's just right cheeky, you know.
I had that earlier. I've got a Karen Millen dressed up for 28 quid or 27.99. What was that?
I said it's a bargain at that, Karen Millen.
Yeah, that's it. And she said she was asking, because I've got the measurements in the photos, and she said, is that from the shoulder to the hem? So I said, yeah. And she went, oh, will you take 15 quid for it? And I was like, flipping hell, you want 13 quid off? And I said, oh, sorry, because I didn't have best offer on it or anything.
No.
I said, best I can do is 25. And then they went, oh, the best I can do is 20. But let me know if you reconsider. And I was like, no. I'm just like, yeah, whatever.
See you later.
Probably had it there for a few months, but
I've got this dude
for another 12 months because you're not having it.
I've got this dude at the minute, right, who like every day for a week has been sending me through an offer exactly 50% of the asking price on this item. So each time I've gone back and counted it.
Yeah.
Now, at the start of the week, it was on a 15% off sale. So he was offering 50% off it, with the 15% off price. Yesterday, it came off the 15% off sale. So he puts another offer through in, again 50%, but an extra £2 because it's come off that sale. But I still turned down. I've just ended the listing and relisted it now because I want it off his watch list. I'm sick of getting him sending 50% offers through and not countering. And the thing is, if he went up an extra 50p on yesterday's offer, he'd have had it.
Yeah.
But I just thought, no, I can't be bothered with you. Stop messing about.
I had a lady the other week, right? Bearing in mind, it was a Whistles jumper, gorgeous Whistles, striped, grey and black striped jumper. It was really, really nice, like bat winged. Mm-hmm. And this lady messaged me. I had it on for $26.99. No offers on it. This lady messaged me. Really, really like this jumper. Would you accept £20? And I was having a slow week, so I thought, well, £20 from $26.99, not too bad. I think I only paid about £2 or £3 for it. Anyway, she bought it. I sent it out, and she sent it back as item not as described. She's saying it's the measurements are wrong, and it's all bobbly, and it smells. And I'm like, oh my god! And I'm like, I would not have sent a jumper out in that condition.
Yeah.
If I buy anything, I wash it. Do you know what I mean? It's washed. I don't wash everything, but if it needs washing, I will wash it. And as for gobbling, I mean, it wasn't bobbly at all. I mean, it wasn't pristine because obviously it's second hand. Do you know what I mean? But the way she was describing it, it was full of bobbles. I debobble everything anyway if it needs it. She was kicking.
I had one like that with I sent a rugby shirt that I'd sent out. I put in a description that it had issues. It wasn't in the great condition, but it was a collectible item that most people put in a frame and put on the wall. They don't actually try and wear this thing in public. So I put all that. I took pictures of the issues, etc. And then she opened up a case to say, oh, it's coming, it's in this state and whatever. And I just said, well, look, it's in the description. So you've opened up an item not described. Everything you've put in your case is in the description. Never heard from her back since. Got the return closed yesterday. She never sent it back. So
yeah, I mean, she was kicked off that much. I just sent her a label for her to send it back, and thought I'll just put it back on for $26.99 because there's nothing wrong with it.
I had one the other week where a guy had sent me a message to say, do you think you could do this for any cheaper? And I think it was at 18 quid. I said the best I can do is 15 quid or something. I can't remember. Or I sent him an offer, and I said, "Oh, you caught me in a good mood. Just listen to some Christmas music. Yeah, you can. Here you go. Have it for this much." It might have been a bit lower than that. I don't know. Anyway, so I was like, "Oh, I'm glad to have caught you in a good mood." And then sends me this massive essay telling me about how his mum died and Christmas isn't a good time for him and this, that, and the other. And I was like, but I thought and he goes, "I'm feeling really sad." So I was like, I don't feel like I could just leave this guy alone. So I was just like, sorry to hear that. Hope you're okay and this that, and the other, because he was like, oh, my mom was my life, and
oh my God.
So I was like, and he was like, oh, you're a lovely person, all this crap. So anyway, so I sent him off, and then it was literally like 2 days after the delivery date to say, where's my item? And I'm like, it's Christmas. Just give it some time, just bear in mind that it's, it might be a little bit delayed and whatever, because it was literally like the 20th or something like that. So it was a bit, and it's Hermes. And then he just wasn't having it. He was like, I'm just going to assume it's lost so you can have a refund. I was like, wait a minute, just let it turn off.
I had one over Christmas as well, yeah. That's
so, but either way, eBay sided with him because it never was delivered, which is fair enough. But
yeah,
it's frustrating because he was just being quite arsy about it, and because he was being so nice, and all of a sudden he was like, "Oh, you've got such an attitude." And I was like,
"Oh, they can like that out their customers, yeah."
I was being nice and felt sorry for you, and then all of a sudden, I'm the worst person in the world. Sod you.
I touch wood. I used Royal Mail for everything this Christmas, and everything turned up on time or early and intact. The last Christmas was Hermes, and it was an interesting time, shall we say.
I had no issue other than that one bloke, but I feel that it did arrive, because for someone to instantly sort of say, where's my item, straight away, I kind of always get my guard up thinking, sometimes when you order something, you kind of don't expect it from a certain time, or you've forgotten about it and whatever.
Especially not Christmas time.
Yeah, and well, funnily enough, I did a little bit of stalking after that and found him on Facebook. Because I was wondering if his profile, if his profile was not private or anything like that. See if he was wearing this T-shirt, because he's a massive Rangers fan, and that's what the top was. It was a Rangers T-shirt. Yeah. So I was curious to see if he's gone, oh, look, I've got this new T-shirt, and for him to say I haven't received it, that's what I was checking. But there was nothing updated because it's all private and whatever. But I just felt like he'd got it, and he was just trying to say tracking says that hasn't been delivered. Do you know what I mean? I felt like he was trying to play it a bit. But oh well, put a claim in with Hermes anyway. But last time I did that, the item got delivered a couple of days later. So I didn't want to refund him, because I'm going to end up refunding him and he's going to have the item, and then I'm out of pocket both ways. So that's why I kind of wanted to hang on. But eBay was like, nah, he hasn't had his order.
Just straight in.
And right. So they give us only so many days with the INR case, right? I've got one open now before Christmas, and they've got until next week to return it for return. And I'm like, they've got like nearly 4 weeks, give or take, to bloody return the thing.
Yeah.
Well, it's like, so why they've got so long? I'll just take into account the postal times around this. I said, but you don't bloody do that in reverse. Exactly. Not that she shipped it back. It's just another return that it'll get to the date, and I'll get it closed anyway, because if they ain't sent it within the first couple of weeks, they're not likely to, I find.
There's a couple of people in the chat, Rewind Resales and Eric Liddy, is it? They're saying that they offer free returns, and obviously it reduces the INADs. And I know Heather, the Treasure Pirate, offers free returns as well on her clothing, and she said it just takes the stress out of it completely. But I don't know, I just can't bring myself to do free returns at the moment. I don't know what it is. I don't know. I mean, Heather said it hasn't necessarily increased her returns rate, but she said it's to call the stress out of like INADs and stuff, so she doesn't get any really, because they can just return it. So
I think before as well, I think when you used to put a return in through eBay, I'm sure, if I'm wrong, someone correct me, but I'm sure that when you used to do it, you'd click on to say it doesn't fit or something like that, and it would pop up underneath to say you would have to pay the postage, and then you could change it to a different one saying that item that I described, and says the seller would have to pay the postage. So I feel like people used to flick through and go, oh, seller has to pay postage on this one. Since that's kind of disappeared, I haven't had an item not described case against me. They could have made some random crap up, but
Yeah.
I haven't had it. It's only ever been just doesn't fit.
I had a great item not described case to come through. I'd sold the jacket, sent it out, got a message like the day after it had been delivered saying, "Oh, it's damaged. You've not declared this damage." Sending me some pictures of it. I was like, "Oh, you know, I must have missed that. I said, I'm really, really sorry. You know, return it back and I'll give you a full refund. You know, just open it. I told them to open an item in not as described case. When it comes back, it absolutely stunk of Lenore or some sort of fabric conditioner or whatever. And it was half the size it was when it went out. It put it in a freaking washing machine and it's dry clean only. So it had been chewed up in that. So I had to use that seller protection,
Yeah.
which of course only gives you 50% back. So then, like I did that. I attached some pictures to show the measurements of the jacket as well as compared to when it was sent out. And then a day or two later, I had a thing through to say, "Oh, he's appealed this case, but you don't have to do anything. Your seller protection will cover you." But he won that appeal, even though I put the pictures on to show that it hadn't come back in the condition it was sent. eBay still gave him a full refund, but the good thing is they didn't take any more money off me for it. But I was still like, you know, how many times is it before a customer gets their money back on cases that they raised against me that eBay stops saying, "Oh, sorry, we're not going to give you that enhanced seller protection anymore."
I always
need the evidence.
I phone them now when it comes to that sort of point, because I don't want to press the wrong button or whatever. And because usually is where you can speak to somebody personally and you can sort of explain your situation. And every time I've phoned eBay, they've been great and they've been on my side. They've closed things on in my case. There was a girl who, I mean, this was just negative feedback, but there was a girl who messaged me to say that she bought a dress and she's got two others in the same color, in different colors. So she wanted this one. It was the same one in a different color. But she said, "Oh, the lining's sticking out, and it smells like washing powder. You've clearly washed it, even it says dry clean only, blah blah blah." And I was like, "I'm sorry, but there's no evidence of the lining sticking out in the pictures and all this sort of stuff." And that was on like the 3rd of December or something. And a couple of days ago, she left me negative feedback to say items not as described, blah, blah, blah. And in my message to her before, I'd said, if you're not happy with it, you're more than welcome to return it. So I phoned eBay and said, "What, you know," because I'm thinking, I didn't know if they'd side with me on that one because there's nothing wrong with that feedback.
The freaking negative feedback I got.
To be honest with you, when you're getting removal feedback, I think it depends on the colleague, the eBay colleague, and their knowledge of what they're doing. I think if they don't know what they're doing, they'll just say that they can't remove it.
Yeah,
but I think if they're more knowledgeable and they look into your account and they can see that you're a good seller, I think they're more likely to remove it.
I've got one here, right? Disc is damaged. PS2 not read the disc. Now, it was a more expensive sale, so I'd included a screenshot of the game working on the listing. You know, it's not like I had any other copies of it, because I didn't. You know, it was the one that I sold him. I sent it out. Didn't get a message, no return case, nothing opened, just this negative feedback. So I messaged him and said, "I'm really sorry you've had this experience. You know, can you give me some more details about the error you're encountering? Because he probably just hasn't cleaned the laser on his lens on his PlayStation. Probably nothing to do with the game." No message back, no reply. So I messaged him again about a week later, and I said, "Look, just wanted to see if everything's all right with your purchase, because I've not heard from you." He says, "Oh yeah, sorry, I'll get back to you at the end of the day." Another week goes by, nothing. So I phoned up eBay and I said, "Look, I've reached out to him. I've offered to help him with his problem, and you know, he's not getting back to me. You know, so what can I do? Because he's left this negative feedback here." "Oh, give him a phone call." And it was in the bloody Czech Republic. So I'm like, I can't ring him. It's going to cost me a fortune. It'll cost me more in bloody phone charges than the cost of the game. "Oh no, ring him." So I'll come back. I'll give it a couple of days. I spoke to someone else. I said, "I've been told to ring this customer." I said, "I can't ring him. He's in the Czech Republic. He doesn't speak freaking English probably." He said, "He's not going to understand me on the phone." Oh yeah, just go on Google Translate and send a message to him in his own language.
Yeah.
So I did that, offer him a full refund and a feedback revision, as eBay instructed. And they'd actually said that, oh yeah, if you do that and he doesn't get back to you, we'll remove it. Well, a week went by, nothing. Phoned up eBay, can you remove this as you said you would? No. So it's still freaking there now after nearly 3 months.
It's not just getting the feedback, it's all the hassle that you have to go through and the time it takes when you could be doing other things.
Exactly.
Sometimes it's just easier to just, and I know we shouldn't do it because it just makes a rod for your own back with customers. Sometimes it takes you that long to ring eBay to get through to somebody that will actually help you. Because sometimes you have to ring a couple of times. I personally haven't experienced that, but I know people that have. And then if it's something like a £15-16 sale, sometimes it's just easy to just refund and just move on. You know what I mean? And I know it's not the right way to go about things because it puts it out there to people that they can just, do this and get refunds all the time. And so it's not good. But from a seller's point of view and a time point of view, it's sort of like easier to just refund and move on.
Well, I'm sat there at the minute now with 1 negative and 3 neutral feedbacks. I don't mind the neutrals because I'm not going to spend time phoning up eBay to get one of them removed. But one of them I can't even read because it's not in English. The other one is item was damaged, but no problems with getting a response or a refund. But if you've had a full refund without the item being sent back, it's got damage in the post, why leave a neutral? Just say, I just don't need feedback.
Yeah.
Because really that feedback is about the courier. It's not about me.
Yeah. Can you not get that removed then, Andrew?
I probably could if I went to the effort of phoning, but because it's a neutral,
the time it takes, isn't it, to ring them and half the time they don't understand what you're going on about, so you have to go through everything.
And the third one is the same again. Inner case was broken, 1 CD was loose. It's got best will in the world. Stuff does get damaged in the post. So for something that's going with large letter, I can't really put any more protection on it than a layer of bubble wrap. So it's got damage on its way. So 2 items damaged on the way, 2 neutrals for that, and then a third one that I can't read because it's in French.
I mean, I sent some vintage Christmas decorations just before Christmas, and they unfortunately got broke in the post. They were very, very fine glass, and I was gutted, to be honest with you, but she never left me a neutral feedback or anything for it. I just refunded her straight away. She sent me pictures of them damaged, so I just refunded her. So, but these things happen, do you know what I mean? Yeah. Especially at this time of year as well. They're just chucking stuff.
If I ordered something off Amazon and it arrived damaged, it wouldn't occur to me to leave negative feedback about the Amazon seller who I bought off on FBA. I just phone up Amazon and say, "Oh, it's arrived damaged. Get a refund, no problem."
Yeah. As long as you contact that seller and that seller works with you and that seller, like say if it's broken, you refund them. Why should you be unhappy with that seller?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I wouldn't be unhappy if I bought something and it come broken. I contacted the seller and they said, "Oh, I'm really sorry, I'll give you money back." I wouldn't leave them neutral feedback. I'd leave them positive feedback for dealing with it in a professional way. But
I get any message through gets responded within an hour or so of coming, unless it's 3 o'clock in the morning. So, like I say, it gets dealt with quickly. But it's arrived broken. Well, it will happen. It's inevitable. You're shipping out, thousands of items a year. Stuff is going to get broke.
Right, I'm off bed. I'm absolutely shattered.
Me too.
Yeah. I've got work tomorrow, so I should head to bed as well.
I know. Well, it's been nice chatting, guys. So I'll keep you updated on the house move anyway.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing how you get on.
Oh God, I'm dreading it. I'm dreading packing this house up. But it's got to be done. So it's a good time to clear out as well. So that's it. Good clear out. Right. See you later, guys.
Thank you. I'll just catch up with the chat before I head off.
All right.
Bye.
See you both soon. Right. Hello, people of the chat. What have I missed? Julie's arrived. Hi, Julie. Question from Jack. Got a parcel to Russia. And no, I don't allow big parcels to be shipped to Russia from what I can see. I only send business parcels to business address. But people can order from you from wherever they are, but whether or not you can actually ship it, it's a different. Are you saying that it's a GSP sale, Jack, or is it a do you offer your own international postage? Louise, who was on, sends business cards out with every order she does. Is there a way to make eBay automatically deduct their hi Dylan, by the way, their fees? You can do a manual payment each day. eBay doesn't do it automatically. Is the eBay business Facebook page? They are. Well, they're not quick. They're not as quick as picking up the phone and speaking to them. They'll take a few hours to respond to the messages on the eBay, so they take longer than the live chat on the phone. To do for your own international postage, yeah. It depends what you've got set up on your postage policy. Then it's probably a case that it may have the wrong shipping details on it. You know, worst you can do is cancel the order as problem with the address. Explain to the customer the issue that's been a glitch on eBay that's allowed them to pay for that. I presume they paid for it, and not a GSP. It's sure it's not a GSP sale though, because sometimes you know, I offer my own international shipping, but people do occasionally select GSP as well. Hey, Ronnie. So just check the delivery address isn't the one in Lichfield, because if it is, it's obviously a shipping to the UK, so you'll be fine. Always a pleasure, Bronwyn. Right, I've got to wrap up now, folks. I've got work tomorrow. Do check out the links below to support the Australian Red Cross and the Wildlife Trust as well, who is looking after the victims. Shouldn't have gone through. Or to cancel it. Yeah, speak to eBay first before you do, Jack, just so they can understand. Just so you can understand how that's gone wrong. They'll normally cancel it for you. I've had it once or twice before where that's happened. But yeah, we'd give them a ring first off before you cancel it, because you don't want to get any dings on your account or any defects if you can avoid them. Anyway, folks, yeah, so the links to donate to support our friends in Australia are in the description of this video. Please do give generously, and don't forget about the 2 Aussie Thrifters live, 9:30 p.m. UK time on Saturday night, where they'll be holding a charity auction to try and raise funds to support all those tackling the bushfires over in Australia. And I'll say good night now, folks. So thank you all for joining us. See you all again soon. Bye for now.